From the South Point Bowling Plaza in beautiful Vegas, we're here for the title matches of the scratch and handicap divisions of the 2022 Junior Bowlers Tour Las Vegas main event. Both these divisions on at the same time at once. On the left hand side, that's the handicap division, and that is a newcomer named Tristan Dalton. And his coach, Phil, says he's so nervous he wants to puke, and I got that impression as well down talking to him before this match starts. And he has taken on a freight train in 10-year-old Alyssa Randisi from Brooklyn, who made a big splash last year, coming here for the first time with her brother, and is making an even bigger splash here, winning 3 matches from the number 8 seed. And that doesn't look like a 10-year-old girl bowling if I ever saw one before. She throws it nice, and she's getting 19 pins of handicap to boot. Tristan has to win by 19 to tie, 20 to win. To the right, this is Longmont, Colorado's Lucas Finley. Everybody in that region of the country knows how good he is. He's still just 17 years old. He's got 2 career JBT titles up in the Mountain Conference, and he's taken on Costa Castañadas, who, talk about a freight train, has been mowing through this field. Had a bye in the first round, then shoots 279 to beat Hunter Mays, and then follows it up with 268 in the last round to get by Nick Larson. And he's opened this match with a double, and after all that, he trails because Lucas opened up with 3 in a row. So this is just to tie it up. And as Costa and the crowd's reaction tell the story, he's got a little bit of miss room. He double dribbled that, he tugged that, and that ball just sat there in the 1-3 pocket. Rips out the solid 9, and we are all tied at 3 in a row apiece. Very big turnout. I would say we were fully rebounded from COVID. $4,500 for first place in the scratch division. A record $3,000 on top in the handicap division, so they're playing for some pretty big dollars. He's got the light hit going. He's got the high hit going. Everybody's striking when they're flush. He's got the crowd on his side, too. There are collegiate all-stars from all over the country here. There are some of the best youth bowlers from all over the country here, and I would not think that many people had a Finley Castañadas title match, but they have earned every bit of it. I'm showing you just why. Hey, Alyssa with a no-problem conversion of that 310 over there. I was talking to Tristan a couple matches ago, and he was telling me, I just wanted to come here and get some tournament experience. And here's Finley for 4 in a row. Tie game, 4-4. Wow. The scores were good by the high-end players most of the week. The scores were lower in the previous stepladder matches in some of the divisions, but here showcasing that scratch division talent as Dalton goes right through the heart when he's a big 4. Each round of this sort of bracket, sort of stepladder is on fresh. They get a little practice before to get the feel, maybe break it down a little. Use about a 150 grit urethane. Both these players throwing for urethane. In fact, their semifinal set, 4 bowlers, all 4 were throwing purple hammers, sanded so much they were just about white hammers. They look like a widow ghost going down the lane, not a purple hammer, but you know, modern bowling. Finley perfect through 5. Wow. This, by the way, I know Lucas pretty well. This is maximum emotion from Lucas. It does not get more emotional than that. He's one of the more even-keeled guys you'll ever see. As Dalton will take that strike. Costa a little more emotion, but not exactly fiery either, even though he did flex at the end of the last match. So he does have it in him. And he has that in him too, matching it. When you start second, you'll also finish first. That means you're always sort of catching up when it's front whatever versus front whatever. So you got to catch up on your first shot, and then you take the lead on your second shot as they battle back and forth. Perfect through 5 frames, bowling for $4,500 for first place. We guaranteed $3,000 for first. That's the second place prize. That's how good the entries were this week. So thanks to everybody for coming. Thanks to the entire team at South Point Center Hotel Restaurants for having us. See if Randisi can make some magic here at the 367. Doesn't quite get there. They're further behind because they're occasionally throwing 2 shots per frame. These guys, they only need 1 so far. Can he keep it up for 6? You bet he can! Oh, baby! These guys are good. You guys who bowl a house shot league every week, go lay out this pattern and see how you do on it. And they just make it look like a walk in the park. Melissa sends everything over there. Lucas Finley, front 5, major title match. You're trailing. Can he match the pace? Oh, streak ends at 5. Randisi hangs on. So what do you do when you're a completely unknown commodity like Dalton? Well, you get the advice of your coach, who's also doing lots of videoing. Phil coaches a ton of kids in the Vegas area, and a ton of kids in the Vegas area did well at main event, so that's obviously paying off. His is just one of many, many cameras everywhere. I don't know if there's any other family here for Tristan. There's probably good 20 people recording this right now. To the left. No, this time he gets the ball to hold, and that's a double. And that's now good for a 23-pin lead, so he's made up the handicap difference already, only halfway through the match. And Lucas making sure he can get another shot in. Tristan's so new to this, he wanted to explain the 2 frames at a time deal of title matches. Finley right back there. Here's another one in the 1-2. Dalton to extend the lead. You bet. The thing about learning two-handed bowling is that to a certain degree you get better faster. You know, you don't have to take all that time learning the hook. Then you sort of plateau a little bit. It's Costa on screen. Makes it 7. So, bad news for Costa. This is not a series, as Stephen Black will be the first to tell you. When you move pair to pair, in a stepladder environment, you're not technically a series. But who bloody cares? 279, right? 266. So he's almost at 800 territory already. 760, yeah. None of that matters a stinking bit to Costa. He wants to hold the glass trophy, not the wooden plaque. Plaques are lovely. Thank you, plaque people. No offense to the wooden plaque. Come on, Alyssa, make this fair. Ah! Get some encouragement from the fantastic crowd here. Real good vibe all week long. Ended with the team event yesterday with the music up high. Here's Costa in the 8th. Still perfect. Good. Costa is not a stranger to high scores in this bowling center. He shot 299 in a junior gold qualifier here at main event 2 or 3 years ago. And he's just one of those, you know, Silent Killer is not a name you think of, but even since he was a little kid, when he does find it, he absolutely strikes with the best of them. And poor Lucas Finley finds himself in a must-strike situation, pacing 230. Has it. Every bit up to the challenge so far. As Randisi giving a few too many opens here to Dalton, who's only opened once through 6 frames. For a kid who is ready to puke. He's hanging in there just fine. What if he actually does puke?
As long as the tournament's over.
Is it a foul? I mean, it would be foul, but was it a foul? Woo! Well, he has been composing himself wonderfully. And someone's taught him to not over-emote with the good stuff until the game is over. And the game is almost over. Lucas doesn't want his game to be over. Got to keep going. It's left. It's back. It rips the messenger over there. Wow! And that 9th frame strike sets up anything. 279 possibility. Costa still only pacing 260. What a finish to what a week. And what a finish to Tristan's week. That's going to be your handicap main event champ over there. Costa for 9. It's left. It holds. Oh, baby. Now listen, folks. Costa's a great bowler, and he's throwing it great, but he has got room to roam. It's one of my favorite quotes. Costa only has 3 boards to hit, and they all have little black triangles on them. That's a good feeling. And all of a sudden, the cameras have ballooned everywhere you look as we go for a main event title match 300, but the match itself isn't even over.
That was black.
When you're good and you get 5 minutes to blow out a pattern, you can give yourself a little bit of extra help, and a little bit is all these guys need as he gets the win with that 10th frame strike. And now is 2 shots from just a lifetime moment.
A little bit of nerves there.
Oh my goodness, 279. 266, 288, let's give him the spare. 810 for 833. 32? The pride of Lawrence Tech University, the pride of Goleta, California. The main event champion. As poor Lucas Finley, maybe this is now the maximum motion I've ever seen out of him, saying, I just shot 250 and I won main event. Nope. I just lost by at 30 sticks. Well, what a cool sport is right next to these college kids just firing up. We got a 10-year-old girl who's going to pocket a nice chunk of change too. It'll be in a runner-up finish. She made a lot of other people twice her age a little jealous of her performance this week. Her brother, by the way, teamed with Caden Sham to win doubles. So Team Randisi having herself a fine week. here in Vegas. But this nervous young man on lane 10 has himself a victory lap for the next 5 minutes as we soak it all in here. Tristan from right here in Vegas, of course. 16 years old. And what do you do now? I mean, you just kind of walk in the door and win a major. Do you retire? No matter how rapidly much you're getting better, that doesn't matter. You just claim your major and go try another sport. What sport should Tristan try next? What else can you just walk in? Maybe like a polo tournament. Just steal a horse, just crash through the what's a polo stadium, polo grounds, I suppose, and beat every polo player that's ever poloed. He's going to be over 200 scratch himself over here. So I still want to finish up this story here. So he was ready to puke. He was so nervous. We have never run. We're going to run our 2000th tournament late next season. We've never had a bowler so happy they puked. We have had puke. We have had vomit aplenty, but never a celebratory upchuck. This is award-winning commentary to fill the last 4 minutes of 2022. That's what we were asking about.
What is USBC?
Major spare. Oh, he's got the backup all at it. Oh! He dang near did make his spare. More than enough for a main event title for Tristan Dalton. What a great finish to a year filled of spectacular performances. Come on, young lady, pick this up. This is actually super, super hard. It's a great shot for Powerball, though. You could leave that on our week-to-week tour. You could win yourself a lot of money. Maybe 2 tickets to Disney. Who knows? Oh, yeah! Atta girl, make your spares. Brooklyn would have been so appropriate. Hey, family and friends, stick around for just a minute while we get the awards all organized here. We'll present them right out here on the lanes behind 11 and 12 in just a second. Stay with us for that.